Welcome to Digital Art 101 Bootcamp by Nifty Tribe, powered by Afen Blockchain Group in collaboration with Bob Labs and Adobe Express. This is an Adobe Illustrator tutorial.
Greetings, everyone, and it's nice and also a beautiful privilege to be on this platform to share knowledge and skills. So I said I was going to pick up from where the last presenter stopped. Simi, she did a good, powerful presentation because launching this and explaining and narrating how tools on Adobe Illustrator is used is pretty much intense. It takes extra effort and imagination. So, but we'll jump right into it. So while we start this, I'm going to be designing. The design I'll be sharing with us is on surface design. So essentially, it is used by textile artists, but in today's world and digital age, largely every illustrator uses this for one presentation or another. So we'll go from creating a new file. We use this A4 document, and what I have here is a precept. And usually many people just kick this and do not bother to check certain details up from here. So I think it's my tradition to be detailed from the onset. So I can title my work here Surface Design. Surface Design. .001. Yes. So that I get to launch this immediately. So please, I would love this. While the session is ongoing, please, if I am too fast, I would like to be called back. And if probably you miss a step or two, I can always recap. This is how we learn and get better doing this. So after the little exercise, I am sure we can go ahead and create something powerful. So Surface Design 001. Now, I want to intimate us to this particular tool. The selection tool, direct selection tool, curvature tool, then the shape tool, then shape builder tool. So now, this is a shape I just made, and on the right hand side here is stroke and fill. So now the stroke is the outline here, and fill is what is within this space. So now I can change it by clicking on it, by increasing the points. Then we get to see what it is, and of course the color on it is black. I can choose to change the color as well, but that is not essential now. Or then I can go ahead to fill it by clicking this same place and clicking on, let me look for a restful color. Okay, this. Now I want to create another color. There's something crucial I need to mention. So once you want to pick it, a shape, you click on it, then you drag it on the shape you want. So I can do this for circle. Now, if you notice, because I've already picked the stroke and the fill, each color, each shape made is filled. Then I can also come here. Now, polygon, this is a regular polygon, 1 2 3 4 5 6 sides, and if I want something more, If I want something less, for example, if I want a triangle, I can just click out here and change the 6 to 3, then click OK. Then I can go to my selection tool, click on the line and just drag down to this place. So now this selection tool can just drag the line across and pick the old place just to group them together, or you can click on the background and press the on Windows computer, you can press the shift key, pick this, pick this, pick this, pick this, then they're all together. Then go to the shape builder tool. Now this shape builder tool, after clicking on it, you notice the arrow has the selection tool has plus on it. So it means I can just drag along here and merge this. If I click out and click to the background, this is what I am going to have. So we'll go to Control Z again. So now, let's select it all again. If I want to subtract, there's a reason for this. We'll get into that shortly. So when I click the shape builder again, and you can press the Option key on MacBook is O, on the window is alternate GR key. So when you press it, you'll notice the selection tool has a minus on it. So if you want this place out, you can just shape builder to Option key. I can choose this. I don't want this. So this is it now. So let's get to the main work for the day. So now, please, if you're with me, I would always like to see comments and other things, so I can flow along with the rest of the class. So now, I can click File. So now, essentially, you can use silhouette images. Now, I use Procreate, I use SketchUp, I use all these other applications that you can actually use your pen tool to sketch on. But here, now that is basically because I'm a trained visual artist. I draw, paint, sculpt. So it's crucial for me to do the traditional sketch before the drawing. But now this is vector drawing. So, and like both an amateur and a professional graphic artist, it's important for you to draw, but the drawing is optional in the sense that you get to trace your drawing. And because we have a vast pool of resources online, although many times it's better to get your own drawing, sketch with your own pencil, but then if you can't do that, you can easily get references online. There are free references online. I downloaded some. So the free references are the one I'm going to pick from to make the surface design today. So after downloading the file, you just come to Open. So here I have class exercise, and I think I might just pick on this bird. Now, before the bird, if you look closely, I will try to enlarge this. I have different sketches. Now, before you make a design probably for kids or for an adult, based on a particular brief. For example, if you're asked to probably create something that is if you want to showcase Africanness, these are examples of symbols synonymous to African. These are essentially Adinkra symbols, and the symbols have the meanings. Some are peace, some are unity, and like that. So now you could easily also choose flower depending on the brief actually. So now I would choose this bird. Then so now I'm choosing this, but now if you're going to actually place it in the Illustrator, so you will come to File, then go to Place. So when you get to Place, you click on the exercise file or where you download your materials to be used. Then you click on this. Now it's important, there might be an oversight in picking this. So I think my cursor goes to templates. So you just click on template and then you place this. So now placing this, when you get to layers, you get to see that it shows that the layer is locked. So placing it now, if I need to stretch this, you can just unlock here and increase this. So you lock it again, then nothing, the layer above cannot affect the sketch. Now, when I downloaded the bird, it was all black. So placing your object or reference to be used, kind of dimmed the or reduce the opacity of the image to be used. So now another key thing you need to remember is the zoom to control minus reduces this, control plus increases this. Now we get to that shortly. So now the next thing is I go to layer 1, which is on top, right on top. Now after my sketch, you notice something here under this, under the first layer, under something like an high symbol. If you click on this, you get to see that you no longer see what is ongoing here. If you click it back, you see this. So now we'll go straight to this. Now I am picking a curvature tool. There are different tools you can use to sketch your reference. But for the sake of just starting, the professionals use this tool. But I would like to I think I would like to write this notepad. Yes. So this, what I want to write here is there is elegance in simplicity. There's elegance in simplicity. Yes. So I think I'm going to be dropping one or two of that from time. So now here, what I'm trying to say is, starting out, both professionals and amateur together, for example, I've been doing this for a number of years now, more than 10 years in practice. So I realized that each project has to be started in a simple way. Now, what do I mean? From a typical regular art school, whether in the undergrad or master levels, you are going to be intimated with principles of art, elements of designs. And for instance, elements of design has to do with line shapes and all, texture and the likes, while the principle has to do with shape, harmony, and discord. So now this line, the element of design, the concept is applicable to everybody. So the simpler, the better. So I'll just go with the curvature tool. There's an arc tool here too that can work. There is the pen tool here too that one can use. I have the and probably because I've used the traditional tools several times, the paintbrush tool can be used to create this. The only difference is getting it easily. So this can also be the trick to use, and let's just start. So now the zoom tool works here because when you want to make the edges, it's okay to have something closer. So now you click a point. Look at this. So wherever you put this is where you start from. So I think I want to start from here. Then you click on another place. Just lift your mouse or pen to this place. Then you drag to where you want. Now you click on the center to give you this. Now, if you notice, I already, now the moment you finish a particular side, you just you press on escape, then you are free. Now I click this stroke to be 3 points and the fill to be blue. You can as well choose not to have anything here, like you just disconnect this, so you get to see just the outlines. So, but there are errors sometimes when your design gets complex and you need to use this. You might have to come back to this. But so let's just start on a plain way. So now I go back to this place, then click here, then pick on this. So to make adjustment, just click at the center and drag it up. You can click here too and drag. Yeah. So then you can don't make it too wide. Then this. Then you can come to the center here just to make it balance. You know. Yeah. Then I can come to the tail here and just drop it here. You click the center here too. There's no need to rush when you're tracing because this is like the skeletal part. This is the crucial. This is like the frame, the aperture that make your sculpture stand. So you notice there's a little bulge here. So just click on this and just bring it out. It's actually not necessary to follow the image to letter. Many times it's just that you use your own imagination to make it the way it should be, or more importantly, to hone the sketch. So from here, click here and go to the center here. You can see this is so there's no qualms if you're getting it or not. So you notice this line kept moving. So all I can just do is drag this and bring it here. Then boom, we're on our way to perfecting this drawing. So now I can come here. So because the leg's a bit thinner, so I can just zoom in, zoom out, then click here, the claws to click here, then click here, click here. So now I can press escape because now there's one thing that has to do with being a perfectionist. Now if you look at this place, the claw is a bit sharper, so I can just bring these points out a little, just like this. Then I can continue my drawings, the trace. So you can come here, here. So all I need is pick this at the center here and do this. And then this you go to the center here and do this. So then we can pick it from here as well and do this. Please take notes so that by the time you are going to be doing yours, you notice each time I move, if it is not bent enough or straight enough, all I need to do is click at the center and try to align it to the sketch. I can do this. I don't want this to be closed up, so I'm just going to avoid the claw there. Then bring this in. Bring this in. Okay, and that's shifted a little, so can make adjustments here. That's not looking like a claw. And like I said, eyes for details. You can zoom out. So if you miss a point that you don't like it, just click on. So, sometimes when we make traditional drawing, you just make a general sketch, then make the corrections afterwards, and that's what I'm going to do too. So here I will just bring this bulge a little out here, then come all the way here. So here, then here. This is fun to do after practice. So now the curve is not that perfect, so I can just bring this one. I think this is okay now. So now then I come close to the beak here. So I can do this. I don't want the beak to be straight, so otherwise I could have used the shape to make that. Then we are here. So you press Escape key to release the brush, the curvature tool. So if you go to pick tool and you come here, this is what you notice. So I can easily go. I can zoom out. Sorry, I can zoom out. So we have this. We have this. So now I can click out. And this is the sketch. So what you do now is you go to the swatch. So now if you look closely at the image, you can still go to layers and check, and check if it gives you what you want. Now once you're satisfied, just click out. Then you zoom out. Now this, you go to swatch. This one swatches the drag. Once you select, okay, selection. So to drag this, once you select the image, so just pick it from here and drag. You can see what I did. So picking this is picking it from the line. So you go to swatches, then you bring this here. Just put it somewhere here. This is it. So when you do this, the next thing to do is to double click it. Now, before we do that, there could be one or two things you do to, but I will show you what that is later. So you can double click it. When you double click it, what happens here is it launches the cursor to pattern options, and you can see here that Adobe Illustrator has been, programmed to think for you in the background, and such that you get to see different things and patterns that stimulate the mind or go with the description of what you want, and many times even beats your imagination. So what I have here is, you will notice the duplicated images. The duplicated image are lighter than the main one. The main one has this blue centered line. So if you come here now, you see brick roll, brick by row, brick by column, X by column, that is hexagon by row, or whichever way you whatever you select from these tile types, that is what is going to give you. So now, what do I want to do now is what you should do essentially in any art project. You play around, and that's what I'm going to do. So I can decide to come here now and fill this. Okay, sorry, Control Z. Okay, now, so the first thing you do is name your new motif. So it's essentially called motif. By the time you get here, so I will call it bird. Okay, okay, let me know. Betty body bird motif. Let's just make it classic bird motif. So, and you click enter. So now when you look up here, you see save a copy. So save a copy here, bird motif. Okay, so it's telling me a name exists. So it's a normal graphic artist. You will get to have bird motif 1A, bird motif 1B. So we'll make it bird motif. So the center one, the first sketch is bird motif, and the pattern we have here is bird motif 1A. You click OK, then you click OK. So now the next thing is so you get to the grid, and sometimes you can just come to the image here. So if you want it by row, this is what you're going to do. You select the image like this. You understand? So if you're going to fill your image, if you're going to make adjustments that makes it interesting, this is also what you do. But now I want to do something that is also interesting. Now we're still going to come back here, and this is why I said we should play around. So I close that, I cancel this. So when you do all that, you're still going to have your image as it is. And I think there's a bit of alteration on that. So let's just go all the way to where we were before, here, after the trace. So what I'm going to do here is click on fill, but I have to click on this image first. Then click on fill. Then maybe I should pick maybe brown. Yeah, let's pick brown. So brown, then brown, then the outline is 3 points. Probably we should make it 4 points. So when you click out, this is what you're going to have. Now let's try to look at the stroke as well. Probably if we don't, let's see how it looks if we remove. Let's see how it looks if we remove the stroke. Okay, I think I like it better like this, no stroke around it, and filled filled with color brown. So so you can click on this and press Ctrl C. Or before we press Ctrl C, this is what I'm going to. I want to reduce this image. Now, when you reduce image, now I just dragged this line. That is both unprofessional, and it makes the image stretch out of its original form. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press Ctrl Z, then press Shift. So when you press Shift, click on the anchor point, so it gives you exact image, whether you're reducing it or you are enlarging it. So when we do this, so what I want to do now is to press Ctrl C and press Ctrl V. Ctrl C is for copy, while Ctrl V is for paste. So now I want to probably alter this and see how it looks in case. Don't forget, I said we are playing around. So trying to sorry, I don't know what that is, but I'm just playing around. I want to have a particular relationship here. Better still, I should have something. Okay. Now don't forget, it's heart, it's what you call it. So I think I want to have them like this. Okay, then. I don't know, like I just want them to have something. So probably I can just drag this a little bit closer. Yeah. So I want to have something like a negative space drama here. So after achieving this, I can just, drag it all. Then don't forget, we already have a bird here. So I still have the original image as a brush here on the swatch panel. So since this is already grouped together, then I can just drag this again and bring it here. Boom. So, and then let's click this. So you double click it again. Once you drop it to the swatch, you double click that design. Then you go to control, zoom in, out or in. Then you have this. You can see the original image is here, and it has already formed a pattern. So this is what you see on different fabrics. Many times we don't even know the design until we look closely. Oh wow, it's bell, it's shoe or something. But then the general pattern, which is the main focus, should be that appealing, such that anyone that sees it would be drawn to it before they look into the details. So now we so when you double click on the image you moved to the swatch, then we can come here and see how this play out, column by brick by column. So then we have this. I think I like how the claws intertwine, then X by row. So now I chose this. The subject may be uninteresting, but I mean that the image I choose. So we're definitely going to pick on others, but just for you to see clearly how this is then. So now we can still make it interesting. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to alternate. They are not together, so I can just probably pick on, probably change one of the colors. Let's see. Probably I should use, and this is also where understanding of color comes into play. For example, if I choose yellow, now yellow is warm, and brown is a kind of dirty red. So I can click on this and pick a kind of subtle purple, but then it's still intense for me. So I'll still go with my brown. So probably a cool brown. Yes. So we get to color selections later, but this is just as raw as it gets. Please, if I am making sense, I would like to know, and if I'm going too fast. Right now, I want to select both images to group them, then I can probably make them smaller. So what I would do now is this image now and the color I select and this pattern now is you go to save a copy. So we called our work bird motif 1B. Then you click on OK. Click on OK. So then I can go ahead to make more adjustments. All I need to do is create enough patterns. Let's imagine you're asked to create a bird, a surface pattern using bird, a particular bird. So this bird now, I can, you're asked to submit like 5 templates. So I can switch or do this, something like this, make it bigger or smaller. But then this is column. Let's use this. So this is okay. I think I saw something more interesting in hexagon by column. So this is another one. I save a copy. Bird motif 1C. And click on OK. So now each time you do that, try to look at this side on the swatches. Each design I drop, keep going to that place. So just follow through till I get this done. Then I will show you how to. So let's imagine we're asked to create 3 templates of this. So let's just look at one more, probably by row. Okay, by row. So save a copy. Bird motif 1D. Okay. So now if you look at the pattern option cursor, you see size tile to art. So if you click on this, it kind of make another kind of adjustment to fit into the page we pick, which was A4 at the beginning. I can still make a copy and bird motif 1E. Okay, so then you can close this. Then when you get here, don't click on done because you still want to retain the original file. So click on cancel. So you still have this here. So what you do now is click on this, click on the images to select them, then drag them to one side here. And then you go ahead to zoom. Oh, sorry. So you do this Control plus. Okay. So what you do is probably you zoom out first. Bring this here. Then you take these guys to this corner. Then you come to the shape tool. So when you get to the shape tool, let's pick rectangle tool. So now the same thing you also notice, which is crucial here, I did not okay, sorry, I would like to the stroke, go to the stroke, cancel it, none. We don't want anything there. The fill, we don't want anything there. The design I made does not have a background. We are not into background yet. So, but the design, the core design is the focus here. So now, the stroke here, you can still make a stroke of black. Yes. So, and 1 point. Then you can just copy this and paste it. No, see. So go back here. You click on this. Click on the shape. Then V. I did that because I want to have the same size of square shape. Then I do that here as well. So now here, if you click here now, so you go to the swatch, you can click on this, Control Z. So now we have our boxes. So what you do now is go to fill. When you go to fill, then you pick on any of the templates you've already generated, and then you have this. Then you come here, you click this, you click another one. You click on the box first. So now what just happened is I just successfully isolated my images because I already clicked on the image more than once. So there's no need to panic when this happens, and this is what makes design interesting. So just double click again, so you get back on track. Then you click on the box you want. Then you click the image, boom. Then you have probably the last one. So you click on the box. Then you click on this. Now because the box are small, so if I'm making a bigger box, this tendency to have this inside, so you get to see it as it is. Or in case you want to change this, you just come here, then change it into whatever pattern you want. So it's looking like a kind of abstract pattern, and it's interesting. So once you know the rudiments of the design, you can go ahead and make magic. So I can copy this big box and paste it, and drag it here. This doesn't look tidy though, but this is what you get, just for you to see how far this is going. Okay, so I can just come here and probably create something like this. So now this is what you get for the first design. Now please, do you have questions, please, before we go to pick a subject that is probably more complex? Any question, please? Okay, if there's no question and you want me to go ahead, please kindly signify them. Oh, sorry. Where are we? So now, then let's speak on something more. So immediately you're done here, then you save. Sorry for that. So you save as. So I think the first thing is to save your work as. Okay, we have the bird motif here. Bird motif. Then here I have the Adobe Illustrator file. So then I saved it in the exercise, but it's okay. So I can also still save it, continue in the background. And I want to save it as a PDF file. Sorry, that's what you get when your computer is not super Mac. I guess it should have saved. So save as Adobe PDF. So we get to do this. Save. So quickly, if you go to the desktop where the exercises are, then this is the finished work. So if you critique this, it looks more like an abstracted pattern for clothesline. It could be for kids, and it could be in any way more suitable for teenagers, not the teenage, the Gen Z one. Those ones who want more complicated designs like skull or something. But then your brief is your brief. If you're asked to make something for a little kid or something subtle, then this is it. So now I will close this, then create something new. So I have the A4 inches, orientation landscape, RGB color, create. So here, quickly, I can go to place. This is what we did before. Now, I am tempted to pick one of the African designs. These are the cross symbol. So I think I'll pick this. Then I remember I told you to go on templates, then to place the file. So when you place the file, if this suits you, you go to this to the layers. You see this red line; it's already locked, and the image was already dimmed because where I downloaded it, you see that the image is more darker here, while it is not here. So once we're done with that, then we'll go to layer 1. Then we go to our curvature tool, then we start sketching. So now, probably you want to make this for a t-shirt design, a polo shirt design, you want it as a single image or repeated. Now, if you want it as a single image and repeated, then you create different templates that does justice to that. So now, before I start tracing, don't forget to look on this part and check the stroke. I want the stroke to be thicker, 3 points, and the fill to be nothing. So now, quickly, so I want to be faster here now. So look at the curves now. So this is where the challenge is. It's also nice how you pick a design that poses more challenges for you. So I said once you pick, let me go back. So I remind you, you put a point here, then you go to the next point, then you click at the center, and drag this in. Because I clicked it twice, that is why it gave me that, but no qualms. You can always just shift it in. Then you go, boom, another place, and then you come in here. Now, because this is a more intrinsic curve, I can just stay close to this place, then come here, come here, come here, come here. It's a vector image. So, it's going to be working pixel per movement. So, it would be nicer if you just follow it closely. Then, so don't forget you can zoom out to make your sketch. I did not zoom out here probably because I draw often. I could guess the points and how close it can be before there may be a mistake. So now this is on. So sometimes it's fun. You just take your time, at the same time try to be fast. Like when we're sketching the bed, I took my time, and that's also because I want you to be able to see better. So, okay, let me just drag this guy back a bit. So, it's unfortunate I didn't remember the meaning of this, but I'm sure to find out immediately after. So, oh, yeah. So now you notice something is ongoing in that place. Let me just click Ctrl Z, then escape. I said escape so that you can free your curvature tool. So I will zoom out here because I noticed that once I click here, it's wanted to merge, and that's why I said it's important to follow this 8 centimeter by centimeter. So once you do that, then you're fine. That's not curve. Then, so of course, if you're using a pen tool, this would take like a few seconds. But then, we're working with a mouse, which is nice too, because many times this is what it gets, or this is what is available to use. So you're not going to have an excuse as to why you cannot do it. Nothing is impossible. And don't forget, I said there's elegance in simplicity. Before you go to complex images, try to make simple images in perfection. Then this. Okay. I think we're having a nice curvy Adekra symbol. So I think the other image, the bird image, the background was not painted, so probably would attempt that here. We'll see. But it's really not about the background. It's about the contents. But then it would be nice to have a complete work done. So now from Figma to Adobe Illustrator, the tools are mostly similar. So when I get here, then I click in so that this guy eventually meets. So this is it. Then I zoom out. Oops. Zoom out. So when I do that, so if you highlight this, so this is what we get. We are going to have our full image traced out. So now I think when you look at this angle, it looks a bit angular, not roundish. I think it should be that perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to little perfection matters eventually. So click this. So you click on, then you bring it in. Yes. So we have a perfect curved edge. So I think it's close. So you click out. And from here, I can press Shift key, reduce this, and click out. Or just still click in and increase the points. I want it to be bold. Yeah, I think I like this more. Now there may be problem when we paint here because of how this guy decide to kiss here. So what we'll do is to increase zoom out. So you can pick on the points and just do this. Pick on the points and do this. Pick on the points and do this. So when it starts behaving that, we just drag a point up, and make necessary adjustments. Yes. So now still zoom out. I think we're having a good work now. So now I have this, click out, press shift key, drag it down. So let's do control C, control V. Then I have some, then I have this. So, and because in surface design, unlike in most clothes we wear, it's most times half drop or half slide. You understand? So like this, if I pick this now and I may have something, okay, now like this, both selected. So now first I would like, before I do that, excuse me please, sometimes, you know, the computer or anything could happen, like the software can crash. So it's better to save adding symbol. Sometimes some save their work on cloud immediately, so it's even more safer, but then use what you have. So control C, control V, then you pick this guy here and put it just right here, maybe not too far apart, maybe this close. So this now, so I can decide to fill it up, you know, like I can decide to fill it with, so when you want to fill, don't forget, pick tool, you pick this, then you fill it. So then you pick this, the cousin as well, then you fill it. I think I'm tempted to use probably something like that, like this. Okay. Okay. Yeah. No. Okay. All right. So now you notice there's an outline here. I think the outline makes it look awkward to me. So probably I can go to stroke, pick on the, oh, sorry. So I want to, okay, yeah, stroke. So I have something like this, then I have something like this. Okay, I hope you're with me, please. And if you have questions along the line, so we can. So after this, like I said, we'll go to swatches, then we'll drag them all the way here. So once you drag them all the way there, I will zoom in rather. Then you double click on what you drag to the pattern here, and you have something like this. Now it's in grid form, looks a bit regular, but we have our main. Now, in case you notice, something is actually wrong here. I went with two images, but one was selected. So I can either go back or go ahead with this. I think I should go back. This was the only one I selected. So the thing is to pick both. So, but it's nice, I already dragged one here, so I can still use it for whatever I want. So drag the dude here, then click this. So we have this. So So you double click it again to bring the cursor out, or the click. So if we go by, let's see what this gives us. Okay. Now, I think the first thing I should do is, let me select both and make them a bit smaller. And don't forget, this is the wrong way to do it, because I was supposed to click on Shift so that my images will not lose. Yes. So now, if it's a bit scattered, I think we can still come here. Yes. So now, let's quickly save this. Save. Adinkra 1. Okay. So that goes there. Then let's see other type. Okay. Let's save this to Adinkra 2. Okay. So let's see. So like I said earlier, this is pretty much you playing around. There's no fixed way to it. Oh, this looks interesting. Okay. You can save as many as you want. Some do create. Okay, this is 3. The name already exists. Thank you. 3. Yeah. So let me see. If I change it this way, yeah. So then I can save this as well. Adinkra 4. Okay. So that I can deselect and pick each image. Let's say, okay, let's make it fun. I want to bring this inside. Yeah, like something like this. Oh, this looks nice. So I can save this. Adinkra 5, I guess. Okay. So now, and I can also, since we're dealing with the guy here, I can still make it lighter. Oh. Let me see. No. Okay, so click out, then okay. So this is what we have here. Adinkra 6. I'm tempted to do 7, but then the time is almost used up. So please, I hope this makes sense. So now, after this, like I said, after saving a number of copies, you can just come here. Instead of clicking done, you click on cancel. So you have this. So now let's assume this is the first template. This is the first design we made. I think so. So I can have something like this as my main sketch. Something like this. Sorry. We're almost there now. I see something here that I didn't. Okay. Okay, this is where the mistake was. So now the stroke was looking funny. I noticed this was looking funny at the edge. I didn't pick anything for it. So I just click on this. Once you see your outline getting, your stroke getting some funny feel to it. So this is it. So you click on this cousin as well, then I want no feel to it, no stroke to it, no stroke to it. So they are clean. So now I want to bring this like here. Okay, So this was the first template. We already have our swatches here, so we get to use that. But I just want to create something. Let's see. Now this is white. This is a background, not white. So let's assume I want to create one from the angle here. Then you do this. So Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z. So you go to the corner here, then you do this just to match things. Yeah. So I think I want let's be audacious. Probably let's pick something red. Woo! Maybe something like a little less aggressive. So so you can just click here, go to arrange, send to the back. So you have something like this. So I can quickly save a copy as Adinkra symbol. Adinkra symbol A. Save. Okay. Then I can as well save it as a template. I can send to my save a copy. I can send to whoever asks for the brief. Symbol here. Save. So now I come here back, then highlight. Sorry. Ctrl Z. Highlight on these guys. Okay, so if that proves stubborn, you can just click on Control, click out, then Shift key, pick them, then show them the exits. So now you go to your shape tool, and let's have fun. Let's probably make 2 boxes each. Then Control C, Control V. So you click here. Now that is because the fill was for black, so you can click it out. You come here, you remove it as well. So the next thing you do is now go to your templates, the files you've generated. So you can click on this. You have this. What did this do? Disappear to again. So now I can have Control C, Control V. Take it here. Then change what I want to fill it with. Probably something like this. Yeah, this is totally different. So I can then click out. So I think I have this now. So I can fill the background differently. I think I want something. No. So I think no. Okay, let's go for red. Okay, so click out, file, save as, press symbol D, save. So the red is too intense. I think I will have to go back. So you click on, oh God, Ctrl Z, one time click, fill it with something more subtle. Let's look for probably green. So this is why I am not more particular about the background. I want so the drama of background is what. So but then I can click on this. We still have other generated stuff, like I can change this, then click here, and okay, I think we have another type. So then you can have this as well. Then save as. So C, save. So I can delete this and bring this to the center. I think I like the orange background we used earlier. Suits, yeah, but you can always come here to pick, to decide on how warm. Okay, I think this is cool. And your image, the more you enlarge it, the more it fill it up to give you what. So definitely. So I'm going to do one more thing, then we'll wrap this up. D. So now, since okay, save. So I can just quickly delete this and then have this. I can have this one. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this so you get to see how the magic is. So then you go ahead and Control C, Control V. So you pick this. Sorry. A better way to do it. So this is it. The first one is cancel. Okay. Oh, no wonder. So the stroke, I want the stroke to be black, and I want it to be probably 0.2. So delete, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Yes. So now my stroke, I want it to be black, and I want it to be 2 points. Then I did this. So then you can Control C this, Control V it. Then so you go to pick tool. That was an oversight. Pick tool, you save this, then you Control C this, Control V it. So Control Z. The Illustrator is going to be doing the job of aligning it for you in a very, very interesting way. Then Control C, Control V. This. So you can now highlight. Oh goodness. So you click out. Then you click this. You press Shift key to select all. Then you Control C, then Control V it. So you can bring that here, and you can click each box and refill it. And this is what I meant. Like, go to fill. Sorry. So you go to fill, and then you change it. Now they all change together because they are selected in group. So, but if you want it separately, like you click on this box here, you go to fill, and you pick on the one you like to fill it with. Then you click on this, you click out, you click on this, you click on the one you like to fill it with. Then you click on this, you click on this, you click on Okay, yeah. So then I think I like that. Oops. So I click on this. Then you click on something like this again. So now the sequence of the pattern is up to you, really. So you can as well save this as E. Save. All right, thank you. Let's go to where our works. So I believe there's progress.
Oh, thank you so much for a lovely session. We will share the recording once it's done for everyone to listen to the recap and also learn. Thank you. It was lovely having you.
Thank you, Oiza.
Have a lovely rest of your day, everyone, and see you next week for the sessions next week.
Yeah, perfect.
Bye.
Bye-bye.